So today we're doing a repair video. It's a little bit different than normal. Typically with the repair videos, I know exactly how I'm gonna do it. I try to lay everything out in a really simple and concise way and do it as quickly as possible, so we're not wasting your time. Today though, I've never done this repair before and I don't even have the proper equipment to do it. Basically, we're gonna call this a repair vlog. You're just riding along with me today, trying to figure out and learn as I'm learning, and we're just gonna go that route instead of the typical step-by-step how-to process. The old RoHo Hybrid Elite no longer holds air, and there's flies buzzing around the camera. So we're gonna try and take this thing apart and see if we can patch it. As you can see, well maybe you can see, the cats occasionally get on this, and with their untrimmed claws, they tend to hook stuff accidentally, and I think one of their claws may have punctured one of the air bladders in there. Now, I've never fixed a RoHo cushion before, and I know anytime people try to get them replaced under warranty, RoHo automatically says, no, here's a patch kit, fix it yourself. So, we're gonna check on their website and see exactly, speaking of cat hair, we're gonna check on their website and see what it takes to repair one of these. Because I know a bicycle tire, you know, you put the patch kit in there and then you put the tube back in, but the tube presses against the tire and holds it in place. So I don't know on the RoHos, since there's nothing to hold the patch in place, how that works. Because it seems like if you patch it and you sit on the thing, it's just gonna like peel off. So let's pull up their website and see what they recommend. And then we're probably gonna have to go over to the store and buy some stuff because I don't have an official RoHo repair kit or anything. Plus, I wanna let you guys know how you can get away with doing this without, well, I was gonna say without giving RoHo money. I have nothing against them, but just stuff you can go and purchase yourself and see if it'll work. Because I don't know how much these patch kits are or how difficult they are to obtain, but if you can just go to a Walmart and buy something, I think that'd be easy. I will never forgive Apple for getting rid of MagSafe. I'm sorry, that is the best thing on planet Earth. I mean, look how easy that is. You would think at some point I'd start using screen capture software, but apparently I'm lazy. Okay, so it looks like we have RoHo repair kits on Amazon here for $10.79. Then we've got a PDF here of the actual repair process. Instructions, 2 centimeter square self-adhesive patches, alcohol, locate the leak, prepare the area. It looks like all they're doing basically is just using a little stick-on patch and putting it over the hole. So, works for me. Let's head to the store and see what we can find. I think just some generic little stick-on bicycle repair patch things will probably work. Although, before we do that, let's take this apart and see what the hole actually looks like. First things first, here we have a RoHo Hybrid Elite. There we go. You can see the logo right there. And these ones are set up so you just have the air chambers in the back half, and the front is sort of a solid foam and memory foam. So let's unzip this thing, see what we got going on in here. Pull the cover off, and the hose comes through a little hole in the front, so you want to make sure that comes out of there. This one, the foam has gotten a little bit shifted and weird, but I mean, the thing still pretty much works okay. All right, so here we have the air bladders in the back. These are sort of Velcroed on, but a lot of times the glue will come off of the Velcro. So you don't want to just grab this and rip it off. You want to actually make sure you have it hold of the edge of the Velcro as you pull it off. But I'm gonna leave it attached right now, and I'm just gonna blow this up to see if we can figure out where the leak is at. All right, there we go. Thing is now blown up. So let's pull this hose out of here, and we'll remove this from the foam backing carefully. So there we have just the air chambers. I think finding the leak, I mean, you could obviously put the thing in a sink and you know, find where the leak is at that way, but I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it first and see if we can figure out where it's coming from. I'm gonna blow it up a little bit more. I don't have my pump, I don't know where it is, so I'm just using my lungs. Now, this is a little bit overinflated. You're never gonna have it this full when it's on your chair. But let's just kind of push down on this and listen and see if we can figure out where it's coming from. I don't hear anything coming out of there. I think we're gonna have to take this party over to the sink and see what we can figure out there. Getting this completely wet is slightly more obnoxious because then you have to let it dry. But I think we can use the blower on the shop vac to accelerate drying off. So let's go over to the sink. Oh, you can see it right here in the back. See those bubbles? Yeah, now that it's wet, you can hear it. Do you hear that sound? And when we push it down on the water, you can see we've got a jet of bubbles coming out right back here. Yeah, there we go. That looks a lot like something. That looks a lot like something that was caused by a cat. It's very obvious where the leak's coming from. I've got this little convenient wash bay over here and used a little retractable clothesline to hang this thing up. So we're gonna leave this thing here and let it drip dry while we head over to the store. All right, today we're rocking the steampunk chair and the white van because the green van broke itself yesterday. Well, we've made it to a Walmart. Somehow every single disabled parking space is taken out front. So I came around the side and there's conveniently already some cones blocking off the space next to me. So that's actually pretty convenient. Normally I carry around my own cone for situations like this, or I have to park crooked across a couple spaces, but yeah, this works out great. I'm gonna be buying a few different things here. We're gonna try several products and see what works out the best. I wasn't 100% sure what this Walmart would have. Turns out they only had this sort of a generic bicycle tube repair kit. And it comes with a free wrench, I guess, so that's something. But yeah, it's got 20 glueless patches and some tire levers. So we're gonna go to another store and see what else is available at other places. Okay, we have arrived at another store. And once yet again, every single disabled parking space is full. So we're a little ways away from the store, and hopefully there isn't room for someone to squeeze in next to me. Unfortunately, do not have a cone with me, so hopefully no one squeezes into this space while I'm inside. Hopefully this space is small enough that no one will park here.
This is a no-purchase necessary event. And to receive your free promotional gift, you do need to be standing by that table.
Excellent. No one attempted to shove their car in here. At this store, I got a couple of things. This patch kit comes with rubber cement. They didn't have that at Walmart. Patches are a little bit bigger, but I'm not sure. I mostly just bought it because of the rubber cement. But these ones, these are much larger. And my other concern was the kit that I got at Walmart had very small patches. And the hole in the seat cushion's a little bit big. So I figured I want to get something a little bit bigger to, you know, hopefully stop the leak. All right, we have returned with assorted things. Let's go get that cushion, get it all dried off, and then go from there. All right, looks like it's still pretty wet. The sun's out, so I'm just gonna throw this thing out in the sunshine and let it dry for a little while. This thing is pretty much dried off now. What I'm gonna do though is just go ahead and leave it out here in the sun so it warms up. I think having this rubber a little bit warmer and more pliable is gonna help with our repair. You can see the little hole here pretty well now. Little slot cut in it there. I'm not sure if that was cats or what exactly happened, but Yeah, definitely no good. These appear to be basically the same thing as the RoHo patch kit. They're just glueless tube patch kits. Fixed tubes without messy glue. Well, the best part of glue is sniffing it, so I don't know how this is going to work out. Just kidding, but seriously. So it looks like these are fairly small little dots. I think that should cover our area. So let's go ahead and scuff this up a little bit. Make sure it's going to stick. Of course, it's right in the corner here that's hard to get to. Try and make this flat. There we go. Scuff area, make sure it's clean and dry. Don't touch the adhesive. Apply over the hole and press firmly. Simple enough. The only thing I don't know is if these patches that were designed for tires are going to work on the corner of this cushion. So we'll try sticking one on here just to see. If we do have problems, what I might do is peel it back off and then get a little bit of rubber cement down inside there and put another one over it or something. Alright, so let's peel this back here. Try and engage our not touching things skills. Alright, there we go. It's not quite centered, but something. Oh, actually, I think that might be all right. Oh yeah, that stuff's super flexible. Cool, I think we might be good. Let me just make sure this is very firmly on here. Yeah, I was envisioning these being like some sort of a plastic material that was a little bit thicker, but it's actually a pretty good simile for rubber. All right, yeah, you can see there's no air bubbles, and yeah, look at that, it bends and moves just fine. I think this is actually going to work. What do you know? They made a product that's designed for something, and it actually does what it's supposed to. Of course, I haven't sat on it yet, but anyways, I checked the date code on this. This thing is actually from 2011, so it's fairly old. Let's see here. Yeah, you can see the date right there. It's upside down. So yeah, 2011. This is the first time I've gotten a hole in it, so I guess it's a pretty good service life. Anyways, the hole is plugged. I'm gonna let this sit for a little while though and make sure the knot glue has set up that's on here, and then we'll test it out. I am bound and determined to figure out what caused that hole. So if we overlay this on top, you can see the holes right there. Now, obviously, there's a lot of cat claw marks all over this thing, but there does seem to be one right there. Should we blame the cats? I mean, I don't know what else would have done that. All right, let's see your paws. Have you been poking holes in my seat cushion, huh? Did one of these things poke a hole? Is that what happened? All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and put the cover back on this thing. And before we do that, you gotta run this little air hose back through its channel. Some of these have dual channels. This obviously is just a half a RoHo, but just feed it through whichever way it was originally when you took it apart. Make sure this isn't too incredibly tight because you don't wanna put tension on that and cause it to tear. And then it just tucks into this little channel here along the side. There we go. Okay, this is obnoxious. There we go, the valve's through. Give it one final check to make sure everything's in place. All right, looks like everything's kind of back in here where it goes. Don't have too much tension on that. And our foam is up on top here. All right, cool. Let's zip it back up. And there we go. We'll let this thing sit for a little while longer and then throw it back on the chair and give it a test. Now it says here, according to the official RoHo support document, to wait at least 5 minutes before you inflate and use. But whatever, I guess we'll give it some time. This was the temporary one I was using. You can see the sizes are just a little bit different. This one I was repairing is a little bit longer and is actually the one I should be using on this chair. All right, cool. All right, lateral support is on and we are good to go. So as it turns out, you can in fact just use one of these little Bell patch kits that you get at the grocery store. They appear to be the same clear patch material that that RoHo uses in their patch kits. It's clear so you can see through it, and I think that's important because when you're putting it on, you got to make sure you get all the air bubbles out of it. So yeah, for $4, I don't think there's a reason to buy the official patch kit. I guess time will tell if it does come loose, but I think it should be good. It looked like it was stuck on there very well. But anyways, there you go. That's how you fix a RoHo air-filled cushion.